and thank you to our media partners for being here today at the Advanced Learning Library in downtown Wichita. Thank you again for always coming to our media briefings on Thursdays. Just last night, we were here, so thank you again for hosting us, the Advanced Learning Library. With me today is Peter Boeklin. He's our sign language interpreter, so thank you also, Peter, for being here. Again, last night we had our town hall on homelessness. This was the first time we've held a town hall, really an opportunity for individuals in our community to get to know the topic of homelessness and see all the providers who've been working towards solutions in our community, but also an opportunity for community members to also give their feedback, ideas, and concerns. I want to again thank the staff of the library as well as the staff of the City of Wichita for helping us host that first town hall. That will be one of many town halls that we will have on various topics, not just on homelessness in our community. But as you know, we have multiple challenges in our community, and we want to have these town halls to allow the community to know what is happening in terms of solutions and any ideas that they might have to help us as well. And again, if you missed last night's town hall, we do have a streaming of that video on our City of Wichita website, and it is on right now. We also welcome further input and feedback. We host monthly district advisory board meetings. We have 6 different districts, so again, that's an opportunity for you to get to know the specific topics for each of those districts. And we hear about city and district specific issues as well as feedback at those meetings. So again, please sign up to receive the newsletters from each of those districts. Information about those meetings is available on our wichita.gov website and on our newly launched community calendar, where you can see all the city events as well as meetings. The very first topic we will delve in today is the Academy Award Short Film Festival. The library also has a website with all of the library hosted events on its website, and an event you'll see coming up is the Academy Award Shorts Film Festival. Each year, the library screens nominated short films in the live action, animation, and documentary categories. Here with us this morning is Sean Jones from the Wichita Public Library. Sean?
Thank you, Mayor. This is honestly one of my most favorite programs we do at the library, so I always get really excited talking about this. Back in 1986, Wichita Public Library had a librarian who wanted Wichitans to view the nominated short films in the live action, animation, and documentary categories. At that time, people who lived in New York and Los Angeles were typically the only people who got to see these nominated short films. So she worked and got all the films together, and for 38 years we've done this program. So from March 2nd through 9th at library locations around Wichita, we will host several different screenings, including 2 all-day screenings where we'll show all 15 movies. Those all-day screenings will be here at the Advanced Learning Library on Saturday, March 2nd and Saturday, March 9th. The Academy Awards will then be televised on Sunday, March 10th, and we encourage people to watch to see which films win in those categories. We have a full list of our screenings as well as information about each of the short films online at wichitalibrary.org/Academy Awards. Thank you.
Thank you again, Sean. And again, there are lots of activities and events going on in our community, so I really do encourage our community to check out not just our wichita.gov website, but also the specific entities like Wichita Public Libraries. Finally, I'd like to invite up Lieutenant Aaron Moses with the Wichita Police Department here to talk to us about some of the community programs, police department programs that they're working on, and a little bit of an update from Wichita Police Department. Aaron?
Thank you, Mayor. We're going to speak today about technology advancements at the Wichita Police Department. We're pleased to share an update on our technological advancements and de-escalation techniques aimed at enhancing our provision of police services to the entire community. Last year, the City Council approved an upgraded contract with Axon, the provider of our tasers and body-worn cameras. WPD has initiated the transition to the Taser 10, expanding the number of probes available to officers and increasing the effective range of deployment. These improvements enhance the taser's effectiveness, contributing to conflict resolution without resorting to lethal force. Another notable change is the adoption of yellow tasers, replacing the previously used black ones to minimize the risk of weapon confusion. Throughout this transition, we will closely monitor taser deployments to assess any impact on use of force situations. Individual tasers will also now be available to all uniformed personnel for use while on duty and working secondary employment. Moreover, we have invested in virtual reality headsets for training purposes. These headsets enable realistic scenario simulations, offering force options for decision-making and safe learning. Simulation training allows us to replicate high-intensity situations in a controlled environment, facilitating recommendations for improvement by our training staff. These virtual reality headsets also allow for those scenarios to be experienced from both an officer perspective and a citizen perspective. So through these headsets, we can allow an officer to experience what someone with schizophrenia may be experiencing when dealing with an officer, or perhaps someone on the autism spectrum. Additionally, we have received the Axon Body 4 cameras. These cameras feature an expanded field of view and provide officers with the flexibility to choose between chest-mounted and head-mounted options. The improved video quality, ability to stream video to supervisors if necessary, and extended battery life contribute to the overall enhancement of our body camera program. As part of our new contract, every uniformed member, from the Chief of Police to the patrol officers and community service officers, will have a body-worn camera. The transition to the Axon Body 4 is anticipated to commence later this spring. An integral component of the Axon contract is our investment in a drone program. Drones have begun arriving, and we are in the process of finalizing the policy governing their use. This policy will be available to the public, as we understand and respect the public concerns for privacy interest. Pilots for these drones are currently being identified, and FAA certification and necessary training will be provided. Furthermore, we are conducting tests on in-car video cameras through Axon, with plans to equip 14 vehicles with dash and in-car cameras. These cameras complement chest-mounted body cameras, providing additional footage with the rear seat of the vehicle. To maximize the efficiency of this equipment, we are also investing in technology that automatically activates a body-worn camera when a vehicle light bar, the taser, or a firearm is drawn from its holster. We're thankful to the Mayor and City Council for their continued investment in technology, positioning us as leaders in law enforcement within Kansas and our region. Additionally, I have an update on the homicide that occurred last night that I will also provide. On February 24th, 2024, at 1:54 in the morning, Wichita police officers responded to the report of a shooting in the 8100 block of East Harry. Upon arrival, officers located 26-year-old Adriana Hidalgo of Wichita with a gunshot wound. Unfortunately, she was pronounced deceased at the scene. Officers with the Patrol East Community Response Team and homicide investigators immediately began investigating this case to understand what occurred. Throughout that investigation, we have come to believe that this was a case of intimate partner violence. Our investigators were able to quickly identify a suspect. As of this morning, a 38-year-old male of Junction City was arrested in Junction City. We are currently working with investigators in that jurisdiction to transport the suspect to Wichita and execute search warrants there. The facts of this case will be presented to the Sedgwick County District Attorney's Office for formal charging. This is the 8th criminal homicide in Wichita in 2024. The suspect in this case was on pretrial supervision on a charge of aggravated battery. There is no documented history between this suspect and victim through the Wichita Police Department. Wichita is a vibrant community with much promise, and crimes of violence affect the entire city. Specifically, crimes of domestic violence can affect anyone. If you are a survivor of domestic violence, we encourage you to seek support and report the violence to police. Mayor?
Thank you, Lieutenant Moses. Every Thursday, we try to bring good news to our community. And first, I'd like to start by saying that, again, our community is welcome to come to our City Council meetings on Tuesdays at 9 a.m. This week, we had 4 proclamations for the Museum Advocacy Day, which is going to be held next week, the Alpha Kappa Alpha Incorporated Founders Day, American Heart Month, and the Health and Wellness Coalition's 20th anniversary. Last week, Councilmember Glasscock and Councilmember Johnston and I had the opportunity to attend the Kansas African American Museum and had a tour of that museum, and really encouraged to see that they're making investments to make the museum a more vibrant place for all community members. So I encourage anyone in our community to go and check out the Kansas African American Museum. And then I'm grateful to the Calvary Baptist Church for inviting myself as well as Police Chief Joe Sullivan to the Black History Celebration that was held on Sunday. Again, there's good news in our community and there are challenges in our community, and I encourage our community members to find ways that they can be part of solutions. And that is why I was encouraged to see such a room full of people wanting to be part of the solution yesterday at our first town hall on homelessness. At this time, I would welcome any questions that our media partners may have, and Lieutenant Moses is also available. Well, thank you very much for being here today, and we hope to see you again next week on Tuesday and Thursday. Have a great day.